This video covers the necessary guidelines to enable Cradlepoint routers with Zscaler Internet Security. Enabling Zscaler Internet Security on Cradlepoint routers requires an active subscription license. Please contact your sales representative should you need assistance acquiring this license. After you receive your credentials, we can begin the Zscaler Internet Security portal configuration. Open a web browser to access the admin portal at admin.zscalershift.net. Sign in with your Zscaler Internet Security admin email address and password. On the left, you will notice a settings icon. Select this, then click on Policies. Then on the far right side of the screen, select the plus sign. On this page, the admin can choose from the following predefined options: All, Strict, Moderate, Minimal, None, or Custom. Clicking on this eye while on a specific filter type will show you specifically which categories are filtered here. The admin can also edit the existing predefined policies within the UI. By default, Threat Security and Safe Search are turned on. Certain domains and categories can be configured to always allow or always block. This will bypass the process and the rule will be applied to the category the moment we receive traffic. Provide a name to the new policy. The same name will be used to associate the created policy to a specific location for security. Locations is where you go to add a Cradlepoint router to the Zscaler interface. Each location you add is representative of one Cradlepoint router, and each router must have its own location configured. You can add new locations or edit existing ones under the Locations tab on the left. Create a new location by clicking the plus sign on the top right of the screen. Fill in your location name, description, public IP address, policy, and zip code. Please note that unless there is a policy name associated with the location, no security policy will be applied to the traffic coming from that location. The Tls Tunnel Settings should be used if you have a NATed RFC 1918 address on your WAN interface, or if your ISP requires use of their DNS servers. Select this, then enter your site authentication username and site authentication password. Fill out the rest of the information and click Save. The dynamic IP address option should be used if you have a routable dynamic IP address from your carrier or ISP. As with the TLS tunnel, enter the same site authentication username and password. Fill out the rest of the information and click Save. The static IP address option should be used if you have a static IP address from your carrier or ISP. Here you just need to enter your IP and click Save. Begin by logging into the admin pages of your router. Once you are logged in, click on Network Settings and then select Content Filtering from the submenu. Now select Cloud-Based Filtering/Security. Under Cloud Provider, choose Zscaler Internet Security. As the mode, select TLS Tunnel. The TLS Tunnel setting should be used if you have a NATed RFC 1918 address on your WAN interface, or if your ISP requires the use of their DNS servers. Choose the connection failure option you prefer, then enter the site authentication username and site authentication password. Leave the remainder of the settings default and click Apply. The dynamic DNS setting should be used if you have a routable dynamic IP address from your carrier or ISP. To configure dynamic DNS, on the same page, as the mode, select Dyn DNS. Now choose the connection failure option you prefer. Enter the username and password that were provided by Zscaler when you set up your account. Then click Apply. Your client's status should now be successfully logged in. For more information, visit cradlepoint.com/support.